Alright, let's continue from where we stopped. So right now I think for the front view I'm kind of done, but I'm still going to add some, some kind of curves there to help me when I'm going to be converting it. So if you remember, we have our references here, and we have our back view, which is this view here, this huge. Yeah, we had a back view. So now we want to model the back, so I'm going to hide the front. So I'll make sure it's clickable, or hide it, and back to reference. So with this now, we're going to start or begin work. So take note that right now, since our back view is off, what you are seeing here is your front view. So whether you're using your back view like this, or you're using your front view like this, it's virtually the same, but let's keep it to a back view. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so let's go. So if you look at this carefully, we are up to the back view, which is this way. So we want to see what we can come up with from this side, and and so on and so forth. So maybe I should draw the cage behind it. Okay, the cage begins from here and goes all the way down. Then we can begin to put in our detail in there. So let's move on. So I'm going to click this, hold my C, come down. Click, hold my C, and I'll make sure it's not snapping anymore. Click this. Probably I'm not doing the right thing. Okay, the snaps. Then start drawing like so. Just keep trying to I think I'll stop here. Drawing this all the way will not work. I'll stop here actually, and as I said, always check your perspective to be sure you're not shooting yourself in the leg. So yeah, I think that is okay. It's okay. So what next? So what detailing are we going to bring on board? Okay, to be on the server side, I don't want to be having to click what I have in the this side in the front here by mistake. So I think I will just detach some things here. Okay, let me just hide. Let me click this, and maybe this, and this. Okay, this here, this. Some things I don't want to click by mistake when I'm modeling. I want to click this, but I'll need these two here. So let's see. I'll create something new. I will say unused curves. So those are curves I'm not using for the now. I can just hide them so that I don't have to click them by mistake. Then probably I could just, because right now I just need this for the back. So I would bring in a spline there, just detach surface. I will detach, where's my detach? My detach should be somewhere here. Okay, so with this now I can just add this here as selected. So that if I'm trying to do some things at the back, I know that okay, whatever I'm clicking, if I'm trying to snap to this, I'm not snapping to something wrong. So here, so let's move on. So we have a curve here. You can see curve. It goes, okay, it might not be so right, but it goes like this, then and so on and so forth. So I can start from this way. Let's see. I will start from here, hit my C. I'll hold it there, and snap. Begin to draw, hold my C and snap it like so. Make sure it's complete W. So we have that's just connecting this with this, but we have to make sure it's correct from the back. I think there's a mistake there. Let's be sure what I just did. I think there's a mistake there. Let's see. Or let me check this out from my perspective view. Okay, didn't really snap. Okay, so to snap it, all I need to do is I'll be back here. I'll go to my come here, and I want it to snap because it will get about 70% of the job done for me. Hold my C, click this once, click it the second time, so it's snapping now. So it has snapped with this. So let's see if it's right. Good. So now I'm having this right. Good. So this makes a lot of sense. So with this, now I'm just going to correct this from the back view. All I need to do is to come to this view and turn this back on and correct what is actually happening. Okay, so correct what's actually happening. So first and foremost, this should go down to somewhere here, and maybe begin to drag this. Sorry, off and on like so. Maybe drag it here, and hope you get the idea. And keep keep moving this until we have what we want on the back. So make sure you're not touching, displacing it from the place ought to be. I think there might be some mistakes there, but make sure this is just all right to what it ought to be. I'm not sure if I'm good with what I'm having there, but let's just work with this and see. Let me be okay, fine. Okay, I think I'm still good enough. So this is the back. I will just this is the back, right? I will just push this up. Maybe push this up. Good. So this goes in like here. I'll need more curves here. Put one here, maybe. I think one should be enough. Curves, insert nuts, and control vertex. So I can push this like so. This could come here like so. So let's see. So with all these detailings, I feel to next and we are getting closer. Okay. So what else? Gotta be careful actually. Make sure this is fine. Okay, I think I'll just work with this basically. And that's what we have in our. Okay, so it moved from. Okay, it's fine. This actually snapped. Is it actually snapping? I doubt it's not snapping. So I think at this point I have to make sure it's snapping all reference, and let's be sure it's snapping actually. So we have this. Go to a control vertex, highlight, hold my C, click once, and click the second time, and it snaps exactly to where it ought to. I think for me this snapping, anyways, 3ds Max has that feature. Okay, so here, that's it. I've not done something worse. I gotta be very, very careful, like very careful, like very careful, But I think, yeah. So I think I'm okay with the cage I'm having. That cage there, it's cool. It does the job for me. So if I put on unused and having something like this, which is more like what I'm having on the back. So, what I'll do next is let's see. Okay, so I'm having this already. Okay, so I want to connect these two bases there. I think that should give me a great cage. Okay, so I'll just connect these two and let's see what's going to work there. So all I need to do is I can just do it from this viewport. Sorry, Hold might see it snaps, and hold might see it snaps. Good. So what I'll do is I'll go to my back. Welcome back. In this video we're going to be finishing up our cage. We're going to be adding more curves and to see and to be certain that we are good to go. So what I'll do at this point is I'll check my it just turns on. That's what we have to do. Okay, turns off. Alright, so if you check our side view, there's a line that connects these two that goes across here. I don't know whether it should tally with this line that goes across, I don't know, but we'll just come up with something, hit a spline, and maybe just connect it and connect it, so we have a line that goes across there. We're complete. So let's see what it's gonna be looking like now. Okay, so there's a line there that goes across. We can still split it if we want. Okay, we can split it if we want. Okay, so what I'll do next is to add a spline moving across. Okay, so that I can be able to, just in case I want to draw maybe a kind of modeling to add in some details, I can do that here. So I'll add one going across from here to here like so. Okay, so what I will do is very simple. I would maybe just click this, hold my C, click somewhere here, somewhere there, maybe somewhere here. Let's see what we've got as far. Okay, so I'll make one just to, it's not run the way it should run. I'll check these points. Okay, so I would go to my control vertex, highlight, hold my C, click, and click once for you to align. So maybe push this into perspective. That's what this will do for me at the back there. Okay, I gotta be very careful because I need this to curve out a bit. So at this point I'll be needing my let me make sure it's straight first, then I'll give it more. Click once and drag it to any point you want it to be. Okay, so let's see what we can do at this point. Okay, not much. Maybe I will leave that for now and check out other things I can add up. Okay, I'll leave that for now and check out other things I can add up. Let me see. Probably I will drag this out a bit. Drag it out a bit. I gotta be very careful here, very careful. Just to drag it out a bit. Okay, I will revisit this later. Well, let's just check some other things here. Okay, so for the front view, I think I might just maybe duplicate this and move it forward a bit, and so that it could keep up with that consistency, or draw something new. It depends on whatever I want. So what I will do here is that I'm going to click this and so maybe go to my front viewports. Of course I got to be careful here. Maybe detail this, follow this up, and let's see if we can come up with something that's nice. Okay, I gotta be careful here. It's making a lot of sense now. It's making a lot of sense. Then I could keep drawing. Okay, keep keep drawing like so, then maybe snap this here. I need to be careful here, okay? Let me come into this viewport and probably turn this off. Okay, I thought I've turned this off already, okay? Maybe I snap this somewhere here, like this. Okay, then probably come back here and continue drawing. Continue drawing, like so. Maybe snap it to over there. Okay, so I think let me hide this over here first. Let's hide it. H. Okay, so you now get the idea. So I'm explaining all of this so that you could understand why I'm stressing myself to do all the detailing there. So you can see we're having a cage, okay, that's with us now. We're having a boundary here, okay, and the back we're having something. I'm not okay with this yet, but I will revisit it. So the next thing I will do is click this, hold my C, maybe draw something else here, but in this case I just want it to be a regular shape there, then probably just snap it, hit my W, and that's what we have. So here, so I'm having a cage like this that I can use and can come in handy anytime, believe me. So let's see. So I think I'm good with what I have, and I can start bringing in my 3D detailing. If I need to add more splines, I can add more splines. The back, I think I'm okay with it, kind of. I'd love to give this a trial, one more trial. Maybe I'll click it and delete, click it and get it off and try it again. So I'll hit this, hold my C, and then maybe let me even see something here. Hold my C and maybe C, and I think this spot will make a lot of sense. Then come here and begin to draw like so. I think I made a mistake. Let me just okay, I think we might see and snap it somewhere like so. W. Okay, I think I like what I have here. So yeah, I think I'm good to go. I'm good to go at this point. Very much good to go. Okay, maybe I'll add one more. I will love this line here. Let's turn this on. I love this line here to continue, all the way down. So probably I'll hit this, hold my C, and hit this. Make sure it doesn't up. Snaps, and probably we just draw a line that goes across. Let's see, more like a continuation to give us that. Maybe I could do it here and complete W. Let's see what we have. Okay, this is what we're having now, and I think with this I could move on to the next stage, where I will begin to put in those 3D detailings and so on and so forth. Okay, one more thing, just like how we have this line moving all the way to the back here, I might just want to have this to travel down too. Okay, hope you get the idea. So I'll do the same thing. At this point I'm trying to do some things I feel necessary. I'm not following the drawing so much, so to say, but at least something we could play around with. You might see and snap it. Object mode, and yeah. So what do you think? So I think with this now, we have a cage. We have one here that we can do whatever we want to do. We have another one that runs through all the way to maybe here and this. We could begin to detach, add more, put more detailing, and if you ask me, I think we are good to go to the next stage. So, okay, this brings us to the end of the first phase of this tutorial, where we're trying to use curves to, get a cage that looks like a car. In the next class, we're going to be thinking of what we can do in terms of bi-rail, which will make more sense. Are we to use bi-rail? Are we to use boundary? Are we to use lofts? We're going to use these three to come up with something great. I think one more thing for call it a day. I keep saying one more thing, but remember that there's a detail in here, kind of, So it's very, very basic. We'll just detail it to this. So it runs from this, which is it runs from this. Okay. So what I'll just do is click this, and I want to be sure I'm right. Keep it there. Hold my C again, and it stops there. I hit my W and good to go. Make sure it's working and you're okay. Then turn back on. I'll need another. Okay, I will make sure you can see it's wrong. So to be on the server side, I will start from here and drag it up and hit my W, and let's see. Okay, yeah, so you got to just be very careful. Make sure you have a nice cage that you can play around with, and then other things could flow. Before we begin to convert this to a surface, we're going to add 2 more details, and then we can start. So first thing is that this edge here might cause issues for me, so I'm going to add a detail here. And I'll add maybe one more here before we continue. So what I will do, I'll switch to my two-way view. Then I'll need something to run through here. So I will go to my my EP curve. I will use it as my basis, right? Use it as my basis. So watch. I could start from here, but I will draw in my perspective view and watch it update and line up well in my front view. So I'll hold my C to snap. Look at it here. I can click it, or maybe I should click it this time. And I'll just look at it there. Now the goal here is I want this to line up on this grid. I'm just using this grid line as my case study. You can use something else so that it could run straight, basically. Okay, so I'll do it again. I'll just hit this. It's snapping to the curve, so it goes there. And make sure it snaps. You can see how it's running through. Watch the line goes through. I will observe. Okay, something like this. Observe same. Something like this. Observe same. Something like this. I think that's all. W. So if I go back to my perspective view, I'm going to be having that line, which is what I need basically. Okay, that's what I need. I think it's very much good enough. Okay, I think it's just good enough. So the next thing I'll add is I'll be using my top view port this time. Top view port and my side view. Okay, so I want this to run up to here. I'm talking about this here. Watch, I would love something to run across in here. So to my right view, so I would hit this. I want it to snap, let's say here or here. Okay, so I can turn this off and begin to draw. Okay, I want you to snap there, so hold down C, as good as turning this on, and it snaps. Okay, so when I'm done, hit W. I'm going to update it from this side. In all you do, this point and this point. Okay, let me see if I can turn. Okay, now you do this point and this point that is snapping to different edges should not be touched. So I'll come here and begin to tweak what I have a little bit. Once I'm okay enough. Okay, you get the idea, right? So that's it would be flowing seamlessly. I could just play around with this. So I think if I go back to my perspective here, I should be having something I love at this point. So Alt B, yeah. So with this now, I'll be using this line, you know, with this. Okay, so we'll be moving to a video where we are going to be locked in and converting this to a boundary, sorry, to a surface using boundary, loft and barrier. So in all of this, make sure you're okay with what you have, make sure you're okay with the back or the front, with every side, and if you're okay, then you're good to go. Okay, so see you in the next video where we are going to be converting this to a surface. Alright, bye.